Hi, I'm Brienne, and I'm going to be doing a review on the Hunger Games, Catching Fire, the second one. If you haven't read the Hunger Games, the first book of it, you need to read it before you listen to this video. Just enough heads up. It is by Suzanne Collins, and it's New York Times best-selling author. I'm going to go ahead and read the little thing in the front. Sparks are igniting, flames are spreading, and the capital wants revenge. Against all odds, Katniss has won the Hunger Games. She and her fellow District 12 tribute, Peeta Mellark, are miraculously still alive. Katniss should be revealed happy even after all. She has returned to her family and her longtime friend Gale. Yet nothing is the way Katniss wishes it to be. Gale holds her at an icy distance. Peeta had turned his back on her completely, and there are whispers of a rebellion against the capital, a rebellion that Katniss and Peeta might have created. Much to her shock, Katniss has fueled an unrest she's afraid she cannot stop. And what scares her even more is that she's not entirely convinced she should try. As time draws near for Katniss and Peeta to visit the districts on the capital's cruel victory tour, the stakes are higher than ever. If they can't prove without a shadow of a doubt that they are lost in their love for each other, the consequences will be horrifying. In Catching Fire, the second novel of the Hunger Games trilogy, Suzanne Collins continues the story of Katniss Everdeen, testing her more than ever before, and surprising readers at every turn. Really what happened is she, in the book, she kind of goes to, you know how she was in, she's in District 12. And then they have all the winners from each district go there. And then, to training, no matter what age. And then they all have to fight to death again. And they all fight, and of course they win. But she comes back, and Gale says, at the end, here, she's alive, so is your mother. I got them out in time. He says, they're not in District 12, I asked. After the games, they sent in planes. Dropped firebombs, he hesitates. Well, you know what happened to the Hob. I do know. I saw it go up. That old warehouse embedded with coal dust. The whole district's covered with the stuff. A new kind of horror begins to rise up inside me as I imagine firebombs hitting the scene. They're not in District 12, I repeat, as if saying it will somehow fend off the truth. Katniss, Gale says softly. I recognize the voice. It's the same one he uses to approach around animals before he delivers the death blow. I instinctively raise my head to block his words, but he catches it and holds on tight. Don't, I whisper. But Gale is not one to keep secrets from me, Katniss. There is no District 12. End of book 2. If you need to see it. End of book 2. And this is copyrighted by Scholastic, The Hunger Games. And also, I wanted to do another book with you guys real fast. It's not as popular. It's called How to Survive Middle School. Here, I'll just go ahead and read the review. 11-year-old David Greenberg dreams of becoming a TV superstar like style Jon Stewart, which is like a person on Talk Time shows. But like Jay Leno. But in real life, David is just another kid terrified of starting his first year at Harmon Middle School with a wacky sense of humor and hilarious top 6.5 lists. David spends his free time making Talk Time videos, which he posts on YouTube, which we're on right now. But before he can get famous, he has to figure out a way to deal with, number one, Middle school. Much scarier than it sounds. Trust me, if you haven't been in middle school yet, well, it's not that scary, but if you've seen a lot of videos of getting shoved in lockers, you won't even be able to fit in there unless you're really super skinny. Just gonna tell you that right now. His best friend gone girl crazy. Oh my god, isn't she so cute? I know, right? A runaway mom who has no phone. What kind of parent has no phone with them? Seriously. The threat of a swirly on his birthday. A swirly is like when you get your head dunked in a toilet and they flush it and sing happy birthday. Wow. A terrifying cousin. His #1 fan, Bebe, his Jewish grandmother. 6.5. Did we mention Hammy, the hamster who's sent him out to break David's heart? And as you know, this little guy, he kind of goes up to heaven. Yeah. When David and his best friend have a fight, David is lucky enough to make a pretty cool new friend, Sophie, who just happens to be a girl. Sophie thinks David's videos are hilarious, and she starts sending out the links to everyone she knows. Sophie's friends tell their friends, and before David knows it, thousands of people are viewing his videos, including some of the last people he would ever expect. David may still feel like a real-life ScoMo, but is he ready to become an internet superstar? It's for me to know, and for you to find out. I would recommend this book. It's really sad if you love hamsters. I would recommend not reading it. But if you're okay and you don't have sensitive feelings, I would read it. It's really good. In Hunger Games, it's more like fighting. If you don't like fighting or dying or anything, do not read this book. But if you love the fighting and action and thriller, read this book. This is really good. It's about kids who fight to death to win a game. I'll be right back. I'm going to read more. Let me see if the fan real fast. Let me see if I got any more books here. There might be some books you guys already read before. And I'm gonna make another one if time runs. Okay. This is Kit Kittredge. It's an American Girl. It's really made for girls, but I'll read a little about it. Kit Kittredge, on the front, is a 9-year-old girl with a nose for news, but since most of the news is about the hard times of the Depression, Kit writes her own newspaper stories. She reports on the happenings at home, like the day Mother invites fussy Miss Howard and her son to stay with them. Kit is excited to have a boy her own age to play with, but Sterling causes Kit nothing but trouble. Then, when Dad loses his business because of the Depression, Mother gets a brainstorm that turns the Kittredge household upside down. There's different books. Besides this one, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more. And then here's another one. You guys probably a lot of you read the series. Diary of a Wimpy Fed Cabin Fever by Jeff Kinney. Greg Heffley is in big trouble. School property has been damaged. How would that be trouble? And Greg is the prime suspect. Oh, but the crazy thing is he's innocent. Or at least sort of. The authorities are closing in, but when a surprise blizzard hits, then Heffley's family is trapped indoors. Greg knows that's when the snow melts. He's going to have to face the music. But could any punishment be worse than being stuck inside with your family for the holidays? And then this is another book, Dear Dumb Diary series. Me, just like you, only better. Being awesome is the only half the battle. Dear Dumb Diary, a long time ago, I wrote a letter to the president about the space program and how it would be a good idea for me to let people who should be shot into space. I made a lot of very good points about who should be selected, such as weight, ease of stuffing into a bag and tossing it into a rocket, unnatural blondness of hair, and how much happier our Earth would be as a result. I was much younger when I wrote it, and I understand that my ideas would not have been seriously considered, but that was 6 months ago, and now I think I'm qualified to choose. Sneak a peek inside the diary of Jamie Kelly, who promises that everything she writes is true, or at least as true as it needs to be. This is Jamie. This is her friend, this is Angela, I think. And then Isabella. And it's Macarella Middle School. So yeah. And please like and comment. Let me just go really fast again. Well, I need to tell you my reviews. Dear Diary is really funny. Humorous book, really good. It's more for girls. It's written in a diary form. There's a lot of pictures, and it's really funny, and it's really addicting. There's lots of books in the series. I'm trying to see how many there are. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12 books in the series. Is this a candy? I think this might be a candy apple. I don't know. Meet Kit. Mostly for girls who have American Girl dolls. You know what that is, if you've seen the movie. It was made in 1934. The movie took back place there. It's really good. It's about a mystery, and she just gets some lots of mysteries together. It's a really good book. It's about history. If you like history or mysteries, this would be a good book. This one is just more written in cartoonish form. This would be a good book if you don't like to read that much. This is a good book for you. Really Funny by Jeff Kinney. This one is by whoever wrote this. Who wrote this? By Valerie Tripp. This one's by who's this by? Jim Benton. This one's by Donna Gephardt. And this one by, as we went again, Suzanne Collins. Please like and comment and rate my video. If you want to have more reviews, just tell me. And I'll try to find the book and I'll read it and I'll give you some reviews. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.